Who is it?
Me.
Hey, handsome. Come on in. Welcome to the Panty Dropper.
Wait. How did you call it?
It's the Panty Dropper.
The penny dropper? Why
dropper.
the penny dropper?
Why is it? Just look around, man.
I get it. How long have you been living here?
I moved in whenever I was 20 years old, so I would say probably about almost 3 months now. So this is a penthouse here in Austin, Texas. We're on floor 41, and as you can see, it's nice and roomy.
Shit. And how much do you pay on rent?
How much should I pay in rent? $10,781 a month.
That's fucking crazy. I'm 21 years old.
Well, I got it when I was 20. It's fucking nice. You want to take a look? You want a tour?
Sure.
Let's do it. All right, so we'll start with the kitchen. Would you like me to take you through a nice little walkthrough? I don't know what the fuck you would call these. Powders that you put into water. So the first powder that we have is a powder called Element. This is basically an electrolyte solution. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it if you guys watch Huberman, Chris Williamson, X, Y, and Z. Basically, it's just to put the electrolytes back into your water. If you drink purified water or filtered water, the issue is that whenever your water goes through a filtration process, the majority of the time, not only will it filter out the bad things, but then also filter out the good things. So at that point, whenever you're drinking purified water, you're just drinking water to take a piss, really. You're not really hydrating yourself. So what you can do is you can remineralize your water, that we still get the benefits of the water itself, and not just drink water to drink water. So I like to do this every morning. This is the first thing that I'll drink in the morning. And then you have all of my teas. Cool, and that is the kitchen bar. And there's a couple other cool things inside here. For example, we got a wine cooler over here. Come here. So typically we'll fill this up with some Topo Chicos, maybe some new tonics. Shout out Chris Williamson. And that is pretty much what I fill this up with. Right now it's empty because my fucking creative director who's holding the camera drinks all my shit. And then the only other cool thing in the kitchen itself, outside of it just being sick, is going to be my silverware. So if you back up a little bit, I have gold silverware. So this comes from a company called, I think, the Jazz Co. I'm not sure. We'll throw it up on screen in post-production. But I have gold silverware, 100% an amazing investment. But that's all I really have in my kitchen. I don't cook very often, so I don't have many things in here. I don't spend much time in my kitchen. What I'll do is I will order food from this company here called Snap Kitchen. So it's a local place in Austin. I know they have different locations everywhere, and you can order like delivery for this in most places in the US from my understanding. But they have a couple of shops in Austin, and they'll just give you pre-prepared food that you just pretty much open it, and you can just throw it in the microwave for like 90 seconds. You can eat it. It's not frozen like most meal preps. So I like it. It tastes good. I like to get the chicken cartinas or the steak. So I'll just plop one of those in there. Outside of that, that's all I fucking eat. I don't cook at all. And that is the kitchen. So I'll put this back in the fridge, and then I'll show you. We'll come back to the living room. We'll go on the left side of the apartment, and then I'll show you my master bedroom to end it off. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Cool. All right, so let's start here. So this is the entryway that you guys saw whenever you guys entered the apartment. There's pretty much stuff in here. What I want to do in the future is right here, whenever I get the time, I'm gonna buy a fucking LED sign that just says the Panty Dropper. So that'll be something that is a future endeavor for me. But outside of that, I mean, we don't necessarily put anything in here. Did you put anything in here? No, it's just fucking empty. So we're not using this right now. Hopefully I might use it a little bit later, especially during winter, whenever I have some coats in here. But it's hot as shit, so I don't think that that's ever even something I'm gonna do, at least during summertime. Then you have these Shaquille O'Neal fucking cabinets up here that I will never use, but they give you the feeling of abundance, so they're worth it. Then if we take another step over here, we into the first door on the left side of the apartment. This is the laundry room. Now for the recording of this video, everything that we didn't know where the fuck to put went in this room. So we're gonna leave this up for a mystery, but yeah, basically it's just 2 washer and dryers in there. And then if we take a left into here, this is my creative director's room. So that being said, you wanna give him a tour?
Sure. So yeah, I mean, it's just a desk where I work, whiteboard to put some ideas, and then the bed to sleep. And the biggest, like the sickest thing are the views. That's our river there. We put B-roll.
That was a weak ass fucking tour. All right, so obviously he's living lavish. Got the bed, got the desk. We come in here. He has a big ass walk-in closet for all of his clothes. He's a hype beast. What are you wearing right now? He's wearing a Represent shirt. He got some other Rude shirts, all this other shit. So all of his clothes go in here. And then if we take another right into here, we have his nice ass bathroom. Disgusting towels, but nice ass bathroom. You got the limestone on the walls, big ass mirror, walk-in fucking shower, toilet that has shit stains on it, and then a big ass cabinet, and that is his room. Now, why does he live here? Number one is because I'm sexually attracted to him. Number two, number two is mainly because he's my creative director and he has 20 direct reports to him. So we have we have a lot of people in the media team, whether that be editors, animators, graphic designers, all that good jazz. And it's really beneficial to be able to have him here and go knock, knock, knock. Where's this, where's this, where's this? Mainly because I am a content coach and content is a huge portion of our company. Therefore, having him here just kind of speeds up the process for everything. And obviously, I'm able to make videos like these, which I would not record by myself. So that's the main reason why he lives here, outside of him being sexy. And that is his room. So now let's go and take a left outside of here. And then to the door to our left is where the magic is made. So, this is where I record all of my videos now. Where do I even start? Cool, let's start with the camera. So this is an FX3. What this means is it's the most expensive camera that you can buy without raising complexity to where I can't fucking use it. So for example, it is the entry line to Sony cinema cameras. The cameras that you have above this is like the FX6, FX9. However, they become much more complicated. You have to have different memory cards, X, Y, and Z. Above my pay grade, so I just didn't buy that. So this is the best camera that you can get, from my understanding, for my skill level. We have an Elgato teleprompter on it. So basically what this is it's like a display that you can display your scripts on. So I have a quick little Elgato setup. So I have this prompter here. I have the little stream deck here, which allows me to control the teleprompter speed. I also have some hotkeys up here as well. And then below the desk, I have a pedal, which allows me to control the script, move up, move down, or press play to where it automatically scrolls through. And this increases my productivity while recording drastically. And then I'm sure you can see behind me, I have these little not disgusting, they look pretty cool. These audio panels. The only reason they look disgusting is because we haven't mounted them on the wall, mainly because, I don't know, I guess they're just fucking lazy, but they're from a company called GIK Acoustics, if you're wondering. Mainly because we have this microphone right here. This is the MKH50, I believe. If you've watched the Batman movie, the Arkham Knight specifically, this is what they use for indoor dialogue movie clips. So that's what I record the audio on. For the lighting, I'm sure you can already see some of it. We have the lights that are auto-pulled from floor to ceiling. So we have this light up here, which can light the entire scene. We have this light right here, which lights my face. If you look in the corner right there, you have a light that kind of shoots at the back of my head to kind of create that separation. And then we have the lights to light up the green screen to make sure the green screen looks good. Now, why the fuck do we have a green screen? For some of you guys that follow me on short form or on Instagram, you'll see some of my videos that have like this marble background above the green screen in the videos. I paid a decent amount of money to get this up here, and the guy almost, he risked his fucking life to put this up here because he didn't expect the ceilings to be this tall. I mean, I think the ceilings are like 13 feet tall, but he put it up. And the reason why I wanted to go with like the marble theme is because I wanted like a lighter background. Because before, whenever I was at my parents' house, I had a black studio. However, whenever you have a black studio, it's just a pain in the ass. I can't wear black clothing because it fucks up the shot. You're not really separated from the background, X, Y, and Z. So I went towards the other extreme, which is just to make it fucking white. I fucking hated it. So we decided to go for a green screen because we were able to find out a way on how to make it look realistic with AI. Am I gonna teach you that in a YouTube video? Fuck no. I'm gatekeeping that for NEXUS members, but it's really fucking cool, and that's kind of the direction that we took now. That's why we have this big ass green screen here. And that is the overall studio. Something that you'll see in a lot of different rooms. First things first, I have a MacBook just for recording, and then I also have the Windows computer over there. The Windows computing over there is just for the processing for the audio for the MHK50. And then we have the RNet 4. So this is a CO2 monitor. So something that we'll start talking about a little bit more in the living room is the importance of air quality. So I always like to be able to track how much CO2 is in the room, just for my own cognition, to make sure I'm operating at a high level. With that said, I'm sure there's a bunch of other things I can go over whenever it comes to the studio. So if you want for me to make a video just about the studio itself, comment studio and we'll make that. But that is the quick little run through of our studio. So if we walk back out of here, we have one more room here, and that is the sick ass bathroom. So this is probably the coolest looking bathroom in the apartment. However, it's the bathroom that no one ever fucking uses. David has a bathroom in his room, I have a bathroom in my room, obviously. So this bathroom is kind of never utilized. I try to utilize it every once in a while because on like a square footage basis, it's probably like 1.2K in rent. So I like to come in here and take a piss every once in a while. Also the flush, get this on camera. The flush is magnificent. So it's just like this little button that you push. It's pretty fucking cool. So we got some tissues in here. Don't know why. I guess David was probably crying one day. And then we got some dude wipes, which is an essential. If you don't have dude wipes, highly recommend. And that is the left side of the apartment. So now that we've gone to the left side of the apartment, we'll come into here and we'll begin to look at the living room. All right, so for the living room, we got a couple of things. How are we gonna break this down? Okay, so first we're gonna go over this wall, what's on this wall. Then we have my workstation over there, which we'll break that down. So first things first, you have my favorite thing that I've bought since I've been here is this Eufy fucking robot. It's like $1,500, so it's a little pricey, but basically what this robot will do is it will basically go through the entire apartment and not only vacuum the entire apartment, but then also mop the entire apartment. Now, with that said, the entire apartment only has hardwood. So mopping the entire apartment every single day whenever we're at the gym, makes the apartment feel so much cleaner. Yes, do we have cleaners that come every week? Yes, blah, 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 blah. This is still highly worth it. If you have the money, I highly recommend buying this. It makes life so much better. Take a left over here, we have a printer. Main reason of buying this is just so we can print out a piece of paper for the video. I don't know, we don't print shit very often. And then you pretty much have all the workspace stuff. So we'll get to that in a second. If we take another, wait, no, actually, let's grab this right quick. So here is an Air Visual Pro from IQ Air. So what this does is it basically shows you the difference in between the air quality inside versus the air quality outside from where you live. So as you can see, it's currently a 17 inside and a 26 outside. And the main purpose of this is going to be, I want to ensure that my air quality is superb because air quality is such a big, it has such a big impact on our cognitive performance. And with this being where I work, I have pretty much like I have such a big importance to making sure the air quality is good. And what I mean by that is we want to optimize for lower PM 2.5s, optimize for lower VOCs, carbon dioxide, so CO2, like I mentioned previously. Always want to make sure that's as low as possible for the best possible performance whenever it comes to scripting and deep work. So the purifiers of choice that allows us to not lower CO2s, but then everything else that I just mentioned would be the Dyson, I think it's called the BP04. They're a little pricey, but as you can see, they're cool as shit. So we have these all the way throughout the apartment to make sure the air quality is always superb and that I have the best possible chance to do the best possible work. And then over here, the last thing about the air is going to be this air purifier. No, not purifier, humidifier, a dehumidifier. I did not do much research into Austin before I moved here. I just wanted to move away from home. I originally lived in Chattanooga, Tennessee, so now I'm in Texas, Austin. Nobody told me Austin was fucking humid. So whenever I got here, I remember like a week in, I would just wake up every day and my nuts would be sweaty as shit because it was so humid inside and I just couldn't have it. So this is probably one of the purchases that I made when I first moved in, was just to make sure that I was comfortable in the apartment and it wasn't too humid. So this is the Medea Cube, I think that's what it's called, something like that. We'll put the link on the screen and in the description. And then you have where the magic actually happens, 2.0, which is going to be my workspace. So I'll give you guys a quick little breakdown of what I have here. So first things first, the pillar of my workspace is going to be my chair. I brought this from home and I drove from Tennessee, Chattanooga to Texas, which is like a 14-hour drive. And I put this in the fucking car with me to take it here. This is a Herman Miller, I think it's called the Aeron. Is it 10 times more expensive than every other chair? Yes. Is it 10 times better than every other chair? No, to be honest. I think I've had a $400 chair that worked almost the same, but I highly believe in investing into your setup, making sure that you feel abundant whenever you're working, and then also, I just want the best. So here's the Herman Miller Aeron. We're gonna throw that to the side for now. All right, so we're gonna start with the actual desk setup. Let's start with the phones. So, 4 phones. Do I recommend that you have 4? No, however, I do recommend you have 2. And those 2 being having one deep work phone and one personal phone. And I highly recommend that. The guy holding the fucking camera has 2 phones. No, you have 3 now, don't you?
Yeah, I usually use 2.
Yeah. 2 iPads. What is the reason for having 2 iPads? There's no reason for having 2 iPads. I use this iPad for work because it's bigger than I use this iPad as an iPad mini for reading, mainly because you can be in bed and you can hold the iPad with your hand. So you still get the feeling of, this is not a phone, like it's just made for reading. It's like a Kindle. I have a Kindle as well, but I use an app called Speechify that reads out the book to me while I can actually read the text itself. So I use the iPad instead of my Kindle. But yeah, those are my electronics that I keep on my desk. I keep this iPad on my desk and this phone on my desk. Everything else goes into a vault, AKA a fucking cabinet. What else? Next, we'll go over the little accessories on my desk. So here is my hand sanitizer. It's by a company named No Shinku. Basically, it's a nice little aesthetic hand sanitizer. You can put it in your pocket and not be too big of a bulge. Make sure your hands are nice and clean before you start working. Outside of that, we have our blue light blockers. So these are going to be my nighttime blue light blockers from Melatonin Production because it's red, which is the lowest on the Kelvin spectrum, lowest color on the Kelvin spectrum. You have the gadget glasses for blue light blockers. Do they actually work? That's a question that people debate on, but I still have them just for aesthetics. And then if you look over here, we have my to-do list. So every single morning I'll wake up, I will write down exactly every single night before I go to sleep, I'll write down exactly what I want to do throughout the day with my Mont Blanc, and then just basically check that off as I go through my deep work session. We have a nice little kitchen timer here, so if I'm on a call, especially with a person that paid for the call that I don't necessarily want to be on, I'll set a timer for whenever the call ends. And then, I got the MacBook or the Apple keyboard. I have the Logitech Apple Collab MX whatever mouse. And then I have the studio display for my monitor. I have the Insta360 for my webcam. And that is pretty much my desk setup. The only other things, my headphones that I use whenever I do my deep work are my AirPod Maxes. Highly recommend these actually. They're the most comfortable headphones that I have. I have multiple pairs of these, they're amazing. And they work seamlessly with all of the products that we have. Then lastly, I guess we have the Dyson lamp. This is actually cool as shit. So Dyson lamp, this bad boy, you can do this. So if it's late night, you're journaling maybe. So for example, I have a journal in here. What I'll do is I'll come here late night, no lights, and I'll just start journaling. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. If I have like an actual physical book, I'll use this and just kind of shine light on the physical book while I'm reading and all that good jazz. And it's also, it just looks fucking sick. So overall, that is my desk setup. Oh wait, almost forgot one thing. I also got this walking pad. So I like to get some steps in. I like to look I like to look sexy naked, and this helps me achieve that, at least in my mind. So what you can do is you can actually unfold it. So it has wheels over there, so you can just wheel it around, and then whenever you have it where you want it, it unfolds. So you unfold it, and then from there it's just like a little treadmill you can put on the desk and rock and roll. Oh yeah, this is also a standing desk. This is the best standing desk in the world, in my opinion, at least from what I've bought. I've bought multiple standing desks in my life. This one's by far my favorite. It is the Uplift, I think it's called V2. It has 4 legs, so it's real sturdy. Is it gonna move a little bit if you push it like that? Yeah, but are you ever gonna push it like that? No. So whenever you're just sitting here and you're working, works fucking fantastic. So that is my desk setup. Ready to go ahead and take a look into my master bedroom? So, actually, no. Balcony. Come on out here. All right, so audio quality might be a little bit worse because it's windy as shit and it's loud. Go ahead and back in, my good sir. And then, now my master bedroom yet. We have the equipment room over here. Is my hair fucked up?
No.
So we have this equipment room in here. It looks unorganized. It is unorganized, but this is where we put all the equipment. I was taking a walk this morning and I found a good souvenir. I don't know. There was this Doberman and this is gonna be for a video. I have all the props here. So for example, of course you have all the equipment shit, but then I also have a bunch of props. Prop being the piece of shit, a prop being the big ass pencil for scripting and all that good jazz. So yeah, this is where we keep all the equipment and all the shit that we don't use. And that is the equipment room, which leaves us with the last, but for damn sure not least, the master bedroom. This is my bedroom. As you can see, it's nice, not empty, but then also not full. Main purpose for this is just gonna be sleep. I don't wanna do anything in here except for sleep. As you can see, there's no TV. We don't have a TV in the apartment. There's no nothing. Only purpose for this room is gonna be optimized for sleep. So a couple of things that we do to optimize for sleep is going to be, first things first, we have my alarm clock. So this is a clock from a company called Hatch. Basically, it's a sunrise alarm to where it basically imitates the sun and will shine lights in my eyes along with a little bit of sound to wake me up. So I have to get up out of bed, come over here and turn this off. So this is what wakes me up in the morning if I don't automatically wake up from the sun through the big ass windows. And then for sleep, I do a couple of things. So if you open up this bad boy, what you'll find is you'll find 2 things inside this cabinet. Number 1 is going to be supplements for sleep from a company called NEXUS. Is it expensive? Yes. But is it convenient to shit? Also yes. So if you know anything about sleep supplements, you only have to take 3 primarily. One is Apigen, the second one is L-theanine, and the third one is magnesium. The problem is that whenever you buy through different containers, you have to unscrew each one, unscrew, get the right serving size, and then take them. For Momentous, I just have like this quick little pouch. You open it, pop them in your mouth, grab your water, and you down it, and it's really convenient. So we have the sleep pouch here, and then we also have mouth tape. This mouth tape is, I don't know, I think it's called a gorilla mouth tape. Main purpose of this is that it is fucking big, because my lips are fucking big. Normal mouth tape does not cover my mouth, and they always fall off. So I got this special big mouth tape that is fucking huge and doesn't fall off. And that's what I do for sleep. Outside of that, it's just a normal shit. My normal cover is currently in the wash, so I have this quick little blanket. And then the sheets are all organic. It's organic, I guess it's semi-organic with it being bamboo, but it's all really high quality sheets. And that's pretty much all that's in here. Okay, so the bathroom, as you see, nice as fuck, nice and it's fucking big. We have the his and hers here on the left-hand side. On the bathroom cover, we have organic cotton towels from a company named, let's see if I can get it for you. It's Baina, B-A-I-N-A. It's an expensive fucking towel, but they're organic, they're nice, they look good, so I love them. We got the electric toothbrush. Yeah, I don't know how deep I'm gonna go into this. A-Soap, it's my favorite soap brand. TheraBreath for mouthwash. We got some moisturizer. We have some more skin shit in the cabinets here. For vitamins, I have been a person that's paid $10K for a performance coach, and they will create the personalized supplementation, all that good jazz. And I kind of just reversed the mean over time to where it just came to what is gonna give me the biggest bang for my buck. And those 3 vitamins are going to be zinc, vitamin 3, and then omega-3. I ran out of omega-3 this morning, so I have to order some more. But these are only vitamins that I'll take outside of my supplements out there. I got some ball deodorant, so whenever you're gonna go for a run or you know it's gonna be a hot day, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're stacked up. We got Juice WRLD, of course, the best artist to ever live. And that's pretty much the overall sink.
Is that really ball deodorant?
Is that really about, yeah?
That's crazy.
I mean, I like to stay fresh. Here we have my Apple Watch, AirPods, Manscaped to shave the nuts, Phillips to shave the face, and that's the overall sinks. Over here we have the bathtub. I can't say I use a bathtub unless we have company over, but it's cool, it's freestanding. I got some bath bombs over there, amazing. We got the walk-in shower, so walk in. If you're old, you can take a seat if you need to. It's cool, just a bathroom, or just a shower. In here, you have a place to shit. So the only purpose of this room is just to shit. I don't like it. I don't like it in the fucking slightest, because you'll be in here and you'll close the door, but then you start getting like scared that someone's out here and you'll never know. And you got your pants down, I don't know, I just don't like it. So I don't use, I use that quite often, but I'll always keep the door open whenever I do use it. And if we take a look into here, this is my walk-in closet. Probably my favorite part of the apartment. So we'll start over here. First things first, we got the shoes. We got the shoe line. So I have a lot of expensive shoes. I like shoes. Do I wear them? No, but do I like them? Yes. So here's my Travis's. So I don't know the names of the Travis's. I just like them. So we got a bunch of different kinds of Travis's in different colorways. Below that, you have my nice shoes and my go out shoes if I'm going somewhere nice. We got the all white Arigatos. We have these grandpa shoes from Orleans, I think it's pronounced. And then we have the Birkenstocks, which is a summer essential. Below that, you have my favorite shoes of all time, which are gonna be Golden Gooses for a lot of reasons. So we have all different types. We got the Ball Stars, we got the Superstars. It's just like the normal pair. And if you come here for a second, what you'll notice is the special pair right here. What does this say right there?
Limited edition.
LTD, limited edition. And what's the number?
3.
It's okay, I know it's in English, so it's hard to say.
306.
There you go, 306. So only 306 of these were made. These are probably my favorite Golden Gooses that I have. Now, why do I like Golden Gooses so much? If you don't know what these are, basically, they came like this. I'm not a person that goes out very often. I don't skate or anything like that. You buy them dirty, and they're extremely expensive. Not too bad, but they're $500 and they come dirty. And a lot of people are like, why the fuck would you ever buy dirty shoes? I have a reason for that. So if you look at this shoe versus if you look at this shoe, you can visually see that these have never been worn. And that's because that's true. These have never been worn. These are $1,000 pairs of shoes. And the reason why I don't wear them is because, number one, they're not as versatile, but then also number two, you just don't want to crease them, you want to get them dirty. They're just a pain in the ass because you want to treat them nice, you know what I mean? But if they already come pre-dirty, then you don't feel bad about getting them dirty. You don't feel bad about wearing them. So that's why I like these shoes so much, is because they're still a statement, as in, you know, they do cost money. However, it's like, if you know, you know. You know what I mean? And if you don't know, you think that they're cheap shoes. Because they do look cheap. They look like fucking bowling shoes, but I fucking love them. So those are my Gooses. Below this, you got some shoes from high school, some Adidas's, some Vivio Barefoots, which are shoes that you wear to imitate as if you're barefoot to work the muscles in your feet. Do I ever wear these? No, because they look kind of fucking weird. You don't look cool wearing these, but I have them in case I ever do want to work out my feet. And then below here, got some boxing shoes, got some running shoes that are perfectly fitting to my foot shape. And we got some Yeezy slides, and along with the ones that I'm wearing right now, and that's my shoe stack. Cool. Next we have, you know, of course we got the Removas. I'm missing a fucking wheel. I came back to Austin because I went back to my hometown for my mom's birthday, and I realized very fucking quickly that they did not give a shit about taking care of my Removas. So I'm missing a wheel. I have to go get that fixed. And those are my colognes that I have here in Austin. Then the rest of the closet is obviously used for clothing. So for clothing, I got a bunch of shit over here, all the hanged up shit. Basically everything on this row is gonna be active wear or active jackets. So, you know, Represent, 247, Lululemon, Gymshark, all that good jazz. Here, I hung up a couple things like my cashmere, Rude hoodie, essentials, all that good jazz. I haven't hung up everything. If you look over here, you'll just see like I threw everything over there, mainly because I'll never wear it, at least in Austin, because it's hot as fuck. So I have like a bunch of cashmere shit. Like this is a cashmere sweater from Luca Filoni, one of my favorite places to buy clothes. However, again, I'm in fucking Austin, so I just don't have an opportunity to wear shit like this. So I threw it off to the side. I'll probably organize that a little bit later, but that's over there. And then you have all of my casual clothing here. I can't say I wear any of this. The main thing that I'll wear throughout on a daily basis is going to be these shirts. So the shirt that I'm wearing right now, I'm not gonna tell you the name because I'm gatekeeping, but I'll wear either the athletic version of this shirt, which is like the polyester, or I will wear the organic cotton version of this shirt. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I wear. Like I have shirts that are hella expensive. For example, this shirt right here, I have a bunch of Rude shit. It's probably like a $300 shirt. I might wear it once a month, or any shirt for that matter that's here, maybe once a month. But yeah, I like to keep it simple. And then we have the Lululemon shorts. So I have a shitload of Lululemon shorts. I need to wash a lot of them, so you're not getting the full picture. But even the shorts that I'm wearing right now, just black Lululemon shorts. All of these are Lululemon shorts in gay colors, and that's what I wear. Unless I'm running. If I'm running, I will wear these 3-inch Gymshark shorts. These are my favorite. And that is my clothing. We got that for my sock drawer, underwear, but we'll skip past that. And that is the panty dropper.
Okay. All of that just for 10K a month?
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, we also have really cool amenities too. You wanna see those?
Sure.
Cool, come on. All right, so I had to take a quick little pause real quick. I had to reply to all of the wins inside Nexus. For example, Mr. Stefan with this small win, as he says. It's his first video in Nexus and he got 80K views. Like I said, 100K views now. So I just wanna go ahead and go through these, do some comments and do some video reviews. But now let's go and get back to the apartment tour. All right, so it's 10:54, so I'm gonna be a little bit more quiet. But let's go ahead and go down to the 12th floor. So on the 12th floor, we have a couple cool things, which I'll show you guys, but we got the gym, we got the sauna, game room, but yeah, also a pool. By pool, I meant on the fucking table, but we actually have a pool. It's heated during the winter time and cooled during the summer, so that's cool. Let's go and hop in. All right, so out the door, we have the pool. It's awkward because people are in here. If you look to the left of us, we have a game room there. So in the game lounge, they have pool table, golf simulator, all the other rich people shit. If you come in here, do you want anything from the marketplace? Sure. Cool. So if we come in here, it's basically like a little grocery store. So we got, here, I'll walk you guys over here. Over here, you got some more snacks, got some chips, got some drinks. Here's some frozen dinners like Hot Pockets, got the frozen pizzas, energy drinks, and protein drinks, all that good jazz. Then you typically get the candy shit here, and the more healthy shit above that. And then it's just a pay, what is that called? It's like not a buddy system, but like a
Trust system.
Yeah, like a trust system. So you just come here, tap to pay, and you leave. And that is the marketplace. And there you have the club lounge, which is basically a media room, if you will. So as you can see, they got a big ass TV. You can watch some TV in there. And then the only other thing on the 12th floor is going to be the gym and the sauna. And then last but not least, you have the gym in here, and then you also have a spa in here. So we'll check both of those out. Go ahead. Is it empty? Thank fucking God it's empty. All right, so I'll give you guys a quick little gym tour. So we got all the cool machines. They're all Techno Gym. If you don't know what Techno Gym is, I think it's an Italian brand. It's an Italian home gym brand. That's a luxury brand, if I'm not mistaken. So all this shit is mad expensive. You got chest press, we got some rows machines, leg extensions and leg curls, leg press. We got rowing machines, some ellipticals, treadmills, sprinter, contraption, bikes, Stairmaster. We got cables here. We got some benches with some dumbbells that go up to 75 pounds, if I believe so. We got the barbells, then we also have a Smith machine. Then in here, if you warm up before you work out, like a crazy person, you go in there and you can do some yoga, and that is that. Then if we take a step over here, then we can enter the spa room. Hopefully there's no naked people in the fucking sauna. There's naked people in the sauna. So basically in the spa room, we have a sauna, we have a steam room, and then we also have, what's going on?
What's going on?
That guy was sexy. We have a steam room, we have a sauna, and there's 2 cold plunges outside as well. And that is the 12th floor. So now we'll go up to the top floor, which has the offices and Sky Lounge. So I'll see you guys there. All right, and here is the 43rd floor. So on the 43rd floor, this is pretty much the office space. So there's the restrooms. Let's go ahead and come inside. Oh. All right, so here is where people work in the morning. So this is the amenity office space. You can see there's a bunch of different cubicles, got monitors. You can plug up your MacBook to it. It's amazing. You have this little row of desk here to where in the daytime it looks fucking sick because we can just look out to the river, look out to all of the moving cars. It's not New York, but you definitely still feel like the city's always alive just because we're here at that #1 highway. And here is my favorite room to work in. It's the conference room. It's fucking big. Also on top of that, the cameraman's looking at me like, what the fuck? I love this shit and I think it's cool as fuck. Anyways, this is the general office space. If you look and come into here, you'll see it's more of like a lounge office area to where people work more relaxed, not so cubicle-esque. So left-hand side there, we have more desk. Over here, it's more like a lounge area. And then of course you have these chairs. I've never seen anyone sit in these fucking chairs. And then you have the individual offices. So for example, let's say you don't want to work in your apartment. You're like, I'm kind of getting tired of working in my apartment and I want to come up and kind of change environment and come to one of these offices. It's soundproofed, so you can just close this door, take meetings. Of course, you have a sick ass view over here as well because you're looking out to the river again in the daytime. You can see it. Right now, it's black. If I want to come in here whenever David's in here, sit down in this chair, fuck with David, work the projects, blah, 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 get up, walk out, and then, yeah, everything else over here is just going to be the overall offices and individual offices. And then the last thing from this apartment tour is going to be the Sky Terrace. All right, come on out. All right, so this is the Sky Terrace, one of the cooler parts of the apartment. I can't say that I come up here very often because I live 1 floor below this. I'm pretty sure not right here. We're actually on the other corner. So we're on the further corner on the left-hand side with the elevators. No, not with the elevators. We're on the other side, but we're just 1 floor down from this, so the views are quite similar. But overall, it's a cool place to be. You can see all of Austin. Well, not right here, come over here. You can see all of Austin right over here, and you can see all the sky rises and all that good jazz. And then right here in the middle of where we're standing, you can see the river, which is fucking sick during the day. So yeah, overall, sick views. I'm starting to wish that I come up here a little bit more, but that is pretty much the panty dropper, or at least the amenities of the panty dropper in a nutshell.
Shit, everything is nice. How do you feel being a 21-year-old living in a dream penthouse?
How do I feel being a 21-year-old living in a dream penthouse? So the real situation is that this is the 3rd time of me recording this. My videographer basically told me my first 2 answers were too cocky, but I'm not gonna sit here and just change my answers and lie how I feel about it. I don't feel excitement. I don't feel out of place. I don't feel anything other than it is what I worked for. I spent a lot of time to be able to do the things that I've done, and of course I've been blessed. Of course I've been lucky. Of course there's been a lot of things that have led to me getting here. That's not just me, whether it be my amazing team, whether it be Even my parents giving me a good deck of cards growing up. But whenever it comes down to how do I feel, I definitely don't feel like, holy shit, there's no fucking way. It's like, there's a fucking way. I spent a lot of time finding the fucking way and working to get to the fucking way. And now that I'm here, or at least I don't think I'm here. Of course, there's other places I want to go. Of course, this is just the beginning. But now that I was where I wanted to be, and now that I'm on the new mountain, I'm seeing other mountains that I want to climb as well. So how do I feel? Do I feel like, holy shit, I made it? No, not a little bit in the slightest. But does it feel good? And do I feel like I achieved what I set out to achieve? Yes. But do I feel out of place? No. I feel gratitude for where I am. But do I feel out of place from where I am? No.
Cool.
Hopefully that's the answer you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. So what's next from here then?
What's next? Number one, I want to do more things like this. I'm sure you guys are starting to notice I don't do this very often, the unscripted shit. Typically, I have a really, really huge fear of wasting your guys' time, especially because my audience, I've tried to build it to where it's mostly business owners, and of course, the number one asset that you guys, or the number one resource that you guys value is going to be your time. So to go unscripted definitely puts a little bit more uncomfortable, but I know it's at least what some of you guys are looking for. So I definitely want to do more content like this. What's next for me as a person? My main goal is just to get better at my craft. One saying that we own, or one saying that we echo within the company is that we own the finish line. And the concept behind that is that we are no longer in the race, but more so we are setting the standard of what other people try to achieve. So my main goal for the next year is just going to be exceeding and raising that standard and moving the finish line for others to follow. But that would be my short answer, is just to raise the finish line. No, to push the finish line further and do bigger things. But for the next year, I'm stuck in this fucking leash. So that's where I'll be. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully you guys enjoyed my home. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Until then, subscribe for more value.